Welcome to the Adopted Drifter Program, or the ADP. The ADP is a joint effort between GOMO, the Global Ocean Monitoring and Observing Program, and the Global Drifter Program. Both of these programs are part of NOAA research, and NOAA is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. In this presentation, you'll be introduced to the ADP team. I'll explain what drifters are, what they do, and of course, why they matter. Lastly, I'll show you how to track your drifter using your personal tracking page.
Hello, my name is Sean Dolk. I work for NOAA's Atlantic Oceanographic and Meteorological Laboratory, where I manage the AOML's component of the Global Drifter Program.
Hi, my name is Sam Ortani. I also work at NOAA's AOML laboratory down in Miami, Florida, and I am also a part of the Global Drifter Program along with Sean Dolk. As part of the ADP, I am responsible for creating the tracking and data access links that you will see on your tracking page.
Hi, my name is Rain Sabatello. I also work at NOAA's AOML in Miami, Florida with Sean and Sam. I am a communications specialist and I manage the website for the Adopted Drifter program.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Swinney and I work in OAR in GOMO. I work as the project administrator and I'm the first point of contact for the Adopted Drifter program.
Hi, I'm Heather. I work with Liz in the Global Ocean Monitoring and Observing Program, and I am an education and outreach specialist. So I have brought my experience teaching students to the ADP team this past year.
Let's begin by talking about why the Adopted Drifter program exists. In 2004, the ADP was created to engage students like yourselves in activities about ocean science. With the help of NOAA's Global Drifter program, the ADP is able to provide classrooms like yours with your own personal drifter. Now, what is the Global Drifter program, or the GDP? The Global Drifter program started in 1979 as a way to monitor global ocean temperatures and ocean surface currents. There are currently over 1,000 drifting buoys in the ocean right now, organized by the Global Drifter program. And we call these drifting buoys drifters. Now, I've mentioned ocean currents a few times. Let's discuss what they are and why they are important to us all. So ocean currents move water and heat from one place to another in the ocean. Heat from the sun, the Earth's rotation, and wind all help to control the way water moves at the surface of the ocean. Additionally, the ocean's temperature and saltiness, or salinity, influences water's density. The density changes have a large impact on deep ocean currents. Now, for a fun fact, the Gulf Stream transports the same amount of water as 250 Amazon rivers per second. And I'll talk more about the Gulf Stream in the next slide. So we're going to watch a video from NASA, and it's called Perpetual Ocean. This visualization shows ocean currents around the world during the period from January 2021 to December 2023. The currents that you see in solid white represent currents closer to the ocean surface, so anything above 600 meters or roughly 1,800 feet. Any currents you see that are not in solid white represents deep ocean currents, so anything below 600 meters. And in this video, we can see the Gulf Stream, which borders the east coast of the United States. And we can also see that it is rather large. So we can understand why the Gulf Stream is able to transport up to 250 times the amount of water in the Amazon River per second. Now, as we continue to watch this video, I really encourage you to take note of the things that you notice and things that you're wondering about as you watch. So what is a drifter and what does it do? To answer this question, let's take a look at the next video. Hi, I'm Sam from the Adopted Drifter program, and I'm here to show you what your drifter looks like. So each drifter is made of 3 parts. Our first part is what we call our surface buoy, and so that's this white and blue object that you see here. And this is a barometer port. Some drifters have this, some don't. But every drifter does have a sea surface temperature sensor and that's going to sit right at the bottom of the buoy, so that's always submerged in the water. Now, the second part of our drifter is what we call a tether, and so you can just think of this as a really long wire, and so that's this, what I'm holding up, and this connects our surface buoy to our drogue. So the third part of a drifter is the drogue, and this is not expanded, but when it is expanded, it's pretty long. And this drogue you can think of as a sea anchor. So this is essentially anchoring our surface buoy to the surface currents so that the buoy is not pushed too much by the wind or the waves, and that way we can get accurate surface current readings. Now, we like to think of drifters as a high-tech version of a message in a bottle. Every drifter is equipped with a satellite antenna that allows drifters to transmit their sea surface temperature measurements, position, and time to an overpassing satellite, which then transmits the data back to our data centers on land. So just like a message in a bottle, drifters are able to float with the ocean surface, and they contain valuable information about our ocean. Now, as part of the Adopt a Drifter program, our team has created your very own tracking page on the adp.noaa.gov website. This is an overview of what the top of your tracking page looks like. So on the left-hand side, we have listed your school's name, your assigned logo, and your adoption date. And then on the right-hand side, you can see the Drifter ID card, which contains 2 different IDs for your drifter, information about where and when it was deployed, and some graphs that plot the raw sea surface temperature data, and in some cases, sea level pressure data. There is more information at the bottom of the tracking page, which I will demonstrate at the end of this video. Now, what can we learn from drifters? Well, we can learn a lot. So our global ocean covers 70% of the Earth's surface. This has a strong influence on our weather and climate. Therefore, drifters tell us really vital information that is used for our daily weather forecast. Additionally, your drifter will follow the ocean's warm and cold currents, letting you predict where oil spills, marine debris, and animal larvae will go next. Finally, changes in your drifter's temperature, pressure, and velocity readings are extremely important for tracking hurricanes and storms. Now let's go over some frequently asked questions. So how is your drifter deployed? Here's a short clip of me and Liz, who's another team member of the ADP, throwing a drifter overboard. So you can see how fast and easy it is to deploy a drifter. So you might be wondering, where was your drifter deployed and where did or will your drifter go? If you're interested in predicting where your drifter will go, you can visit some ocean current maps, such as the one linked on the slide here, and make some predictions. As the school year goes on, you can check back and see if you were right. Now let's cover some more details about the tracking page. So first question is, how do you even get to your tracking page? Well, you're going to use the menu that is in this red box, and this menu has information on how to navigate the Adopt a Drifter website. But importantly, you'll see a smaller red box outlining Track a Drifter. So once you're on the website, you'll go to the menu and then you'll click on Track a Drifter. This will take you to a large menu that has a lot of different schools listed, and you'll find your school's name and click on that. That will take you to your own personal tracking page. So as we can see here, we can see a school's logo. We can see that this school is in South Dakota, and we can see their drifter ID card where we see sea surface temperature readings and sea level pressure readings. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see more information on your tracking page. So you will see several different links and a trajectory map. These links are very powerful. The trajectory and mapping links will download PDFs of maps to your downloads folder. And the data access links will download tables of your drifter's data to your download folder. And finally, we have some tutorials if you're interested in gathering more data from our ERDAP data server. But these links under trajectory and mapping and data access should have you covered. And finally, we have a trajectory map at the very bottom of the screen that is updated weekly. Are you interested in exploring more about your drifter? Do you still have any looming questions? You can email adp.coordinator@noaa.gov and set up a short meeting with our team so that we can answer all of your questions. Thank you so much for watching and happy tracking.
Hello, my name is Sean Dolk. I work for NOAA's Atlantic Meteorological and the AOML. Can we start over? Sorry. All right. At the AOML, we're already talking about jargon.
I also work alongside Sean Dolk in the Global Drifter Program down in Miami, Florida at NOAA's AOML laboratory. And I didn't have anything else planned. That's good.
Hello, I'm Rain Sabatello. I also work with Sean and Sam at NOAA AOML in Miami, Florida, and I am a communication specialist.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Swinney, and I work in GOMO, Global. Okay. I got to say out the whole thing. Global Ocean Monitoring and Observing. Okay.
You're muted.
Sorry. Oh,